Hi guys. So in last class, what we did, we created one method to read the resource file that is in the form of JSON file. Okay, and we saw after fetching some values, and we printed those values also. Okay, so this is what we did. So now in this class, what we are going to do, we are going to learn like we will be creating this helper class. Okay, so in this helper class, what and all will be there? So let me have a separate this one. Okay. So now here, so this was the helper class. What it will be holding? It will be having two different classes. One will be like generic helper class, and another will be user management helper class. Okay. So in generic helper class, what we will do? We will write the method which will read the properties file what we have already learned. Okay, so this is what we have learned in earlier classes. Okay, so what we will be doing, we will be generalizing few things. Okay, so we will be making like few things generic. Okay, so that other methods can also, other projects, suppose some other project came, so they can just provide these two different values based on their project, and they can use it. So we will be making it generic, and we will be generalizing few variables. Okay, similarly we will add this method which we were used to read our JSON file, and we will generalize it based on needs. Whatever user will provide, based on that it will fetch the data. So might be till now it is not clear. Once we'll start creating, it will be clear to you guys. Okay, so this is what the generic helper is there, and one user management helper class will there. We'll talk about this in some other video. Okay, so guys, let's get started. Go to Eclipse. Okay, so let me create one package here, and we'll name that package as helper. Okay, package. Okay, so API dot automation dot helper. Okay, so we created one package like helper. Now right click and create one class. So what class we can create? One generic helper. Okay, so let me give the name as generic helper. Okay, so as the name suggests, generic helper, it will be like available for all the projects. Okay, whoever want, they can use it by providing some parameters which I'll be showing it to you. Okay, so now in generic helper, let me create one method public. Okay, public return map. Okay, first what we are doing, we are creating this read test data from JSON files. Okay, which code is already available over here. So just I'll be generalizing this. Okay, so create one map file, and the return type should be string. So what it will do, it will return one map object, and the key and value both should be of type string. Okay, so what name should read JSON file. Okay, this is the generic name we have given. Okay, now let me go inside this. Let me import this, and it is asking to return statement. Okay, okay, for timing it is null. Let it be. Now go here and copy it. See, this is very important to make generic generalized so that everybody can use it. This is what the important part of framework. Okay, like in this is the way we should design our framework. Okay, that's what I am telling this. Okay, now let me copy all these things. Okay, this we doesn't need. Okay, let me paste it over here. Okay, now new file reader, it will throw exception. Okay, so let me throw the exception. Okay, perfectly fine. Now we don't have any error. Let me format it, control S, shift control F. Now it is proper format, perfectly fine. Now now what we can do using this file, what and all information we were able to read, those information we can read, right? So let me quickly create one uh, map object. Okay, so map of type is string, comma, string. String map is equal to new hash map. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, the generic insert. Okay. Okay, now it is perfectly fine. Inside this map object, we will be fetching data. Now, so see, we have a generic helper class. Okay, inside this we have this method. Okay, so to read this, what we need to do, we need to create one instance of this. Okay, so let me do this. Generic helper equal to new generic helper. Okay, perfectly fine. Let me put this. Good. Now, in this map object, okay, we have one method inside this helper class, like a read JSON file, and what it is returning, it is returning map object. Okay, so that's what we have created, one map object here, and in this we will be storing that. Okay, so map is equal to helper dot read JSON file. Okay, perfectly. Now let me check what and all files it is reading. Okay, so it is pointing to user management test.json. It means it is pointing to this file. Okay, inside this we have couple of different keys, right? So which one it is pointing? Okay, let me go here and check. It is pointing update user. Okay, so in update user, what and all information is there? Name is there, date of birth is there. Okay, so let me print date of birth. Okay, so based on whatever input is there inside this read json file, okay, what it will do, it will return this value. Okay, so now let me show you that. Okay, yeah, so this is what the read json file, and the value came in map. Okay, let me create Francis out. Okay, and map, sorry, map dot uh, map dot get date of birth. Okay, let's see whether it is printing date of birth or not. Okay, run as. Okay, what is this null pointer exception? It means it is telling it is not having that value. Okay, let me check why it is null pointer exception. So this is what the generic class, and it is reading this. Oh, sorry. See, we have returned null. Okay, that's what it is throwing null. We need to return what map object we need to return, right? So this is what the map object, in all values are here. Like this is the key, and these are the values. It is with iterating this iterator, and it is all entering into this map object. So this is what this map object we need to return. Okay. Now let me save it. Let me go to here and right click and run it. Okay. Now we should not get. Yeah. See, we got it, right? See. So what this generic method is doing, okay, it is like here we have some hard coded method. Okay, like if anybody in this current situation, if they will be using this method, okay, from this class, so it will always point to this one. Okay, it will not point to others. Okay, it means like these information we will not able to read. Okay, so let me try to get the house number. Okay, let me try to print this house number. So what it should do, it should print null because that key is not having any value in this. Okay, see, that key is not there, value is not there. That's what. So in what way we can make it generic, so that whatever data we need, just user should provide this, either this or this. So based on that it will start pointing to that. Okay, so as we can see in generic class, this is what the variable, and this is what it is pointing. So we can make it one string. Okay, I'll tell you, string, and this we can pass it as a parameter in this. Okay, string method name. Okay, okay, so we wrote one method name. Okay, and this method, what we'll do, we'll pass it here. Okay, Now we generalize it. Okay, now, so now we generalize it. Now what is our expectation? If anybody is using this, then they need to provide which method they want to read, like which data they want to read. If user want to read add user, then that user need to provide add user while hitting this method read JSON file. Okay, so just go here and hit this. See, now add user is there, right? So inside add user, we have one house number. Okay. Inside add user, we have one house number. So it means it should print now this one. Okay. If I'll run this, then it will print that. Okay. Yeah. See, the house number it printed. Any other information you want to see? Okay. Let me print this one. 12th main road. Okay. So where is that? Just here. Just provide this. Oh, not sorry. This one. And let me run this. Okay, see 12th main road. So this is perfectly fine. Now if user want to read values from this one, okay, so delete user from delete user file, not from this file. Okay, so what that user can do, so while reading this JSON file, they need to provide the method name. So what it will pointing to this one. Okay, this delete user, and what is the user ID is that 9 over here. So let me print that. Okay, so inside this, just you print this user ID. So it should print 9, right? Yeah, perfectly fine. See, it is pointing to that. So now how we make it so beautiful, right? So whatever user is providing which method, it is just going and pointing to that method and it is fetching the data. Perfectly fine. Right. Likewise, but still some problem is there here. Okay, now what is that problem? Suppose anybody is using our framework, okay, for their application. So what they need to do, they need to provide their details here only. Okay, in this file only. If they will create some other JSON file, it will not read, because this is hard coded over here. Okay, so this also likewise we can do. Earlier how we did, we created this method variable and we generalize it, right? So likewise we can tell, like, we can generalize this also. Okay, so whenever anybody will use that, they can provide which file they want to read it. Okay, and which method they want to read it. Just they'll provide those two names and it will point that, right? So let me go here and change it. Okay, user management. Okay, let me pass one more string or JSON file name. Okay, JSON file name. Okay, perfectly fine. So what we can do, JSON file name, this is the file name along with JSON path. Okay, control X, JSON file name. Okay, perfectly fine. See, this is what the variable you passed it. Now what we are telling user, so whenever you want to use this method, then you need to provide two different values. Okay, two different parameters. One is the method name, one is the file name, from which file and which method you want to read. Okay, so user will tell, okay, this is the method I want to read and this is the file. Okay, so this is what the file. See now how beautiful it is. Now whether whether you are pointing to this. Okay, let me copy it, let me paste it here by changing name, paste it here. Okay, okay, let it be 2 only. Okay, I pasted there, and let me change some value. Okay, Mahesh updated. Okay, see here, in this file we have Mahesh. Okay, and in this file we have Mahesh updated. Okay, so this file will try to read it. Okay, so now, so some user came, okay, and they can tell, like, I have some other methods, like not belongs to user management, mine is library management or anything, whatever file name they can give. Okay, so now so what whenever they are using it, so what they need to provide, they need to provide like which method they want to root and from which file. So I am telling from this file. Okay, this file, delete user and then user ID. And so what it did, it went here. Which method? This is the one. Okay, it went here under delete user. What was the value? The value was 9. Okay, let me change here. Okay, let me make it 9000 in 2. Okay, so now here, whenever user was running this, user was able to get 9. Okay, see, 9 was coming in output. Now if user will tell, no, I don't want from this file, I want from this file. Okay, so what they can just update the name to 2. Whatever name is here, just you need to pass it over here. Okay, whatever name is here, just you pass it over here, so it will start pointing to that. Okay, now let me run this and we'll see whether it is pointing to that or not. See how beautiful it is. Now you have two different files, so it is pointing there, right? And so whatever name you provide, let me copy it once again. Let me paste it over here and let me write this as email. Okay, something I wrote. Okay, email. Inside email, let me provide email ID. For username, I'll provide as email ID. Okay, @gmail.com. Okay, so now we can use this, right? Username, or let me write email. Okay, so now to read this email value, what and all you need to provide here in generic method. So you need to tell which method you want to read. So this data is under which method? So under add user method. Okay, under add user method you have email. Okay, so here what you have to do, you have to provide add user method and you have to provide this file. Okay, email.json, right? Email.json file. So inside email.json file, it will go and it will point to this add user thing. Okay, add user key. Okay, now it is having email information, so copy this, go here, and which value you want to print, just email. So let me check whether it is printing it or not. See, it is printing email, right? So this is how nice it is. Just providing these two, user can read anything. Okay, so now one more thing we need to consider over here. See, we have one user management. Okay, suppose I have one more file here. Okay, one more folder here that belongs to library management. Okay, library management. Okay, so now what? Sorry, library management. Okay, so now suppose if you have some file over here and you want to read that file. Okay, library dot json. Okay, inside this, let me make one. Okay, sorry, double click colon this. Okay, like maths book. Okay, maths book. Okay, let me write here author. Okay, author is KK Sinha. Okay, and age is 24. Okay, perfect. Now likewise maths, then we can put for uh, history, and it is like Bhadoria. Okay, so likewise at age is 56. Okay, see, we have created one more. So now if someone's requirement is to read this file not from user management folder, so here what we have, whatever generic method we have written here, user management is like hard coded. Okay, if you want to read this file by providing this, it will always point to this user management folder only. This will not point to other one. Okay, library management, it will not point. So to make it generic, if user will provide this name also generic, then it is like very easy. So under resource folder, whatever folder name user will provide, and whatever file name user will provide, and whatever key user will provide, it will point to that. So let's make this also as generic. Okay, then we can type here string folder name, folder name. Okay, perfectly fine. Now let me make it folder name. Next, folder name. Okay, what is the mistake with it? Okay, sorry, here spelling mistake was there. See, now perfectly fine. Now what it is telling, this generic method read is telling, if you want to use me, you need to provide three different variables. So what and all, method name, from which method you want to read, what is the file, from which JSON file you want to read, and what is the folder, from which folder. If you have multiple folder, because different projects will be having different folders over here. Okay, and they will be providing test data in that only. So these three information I need. Okay, so let's go here and provide, and from which folder you want to read. So let me type here library management now. Okay, so now I don't want to read from this file, I want to read from this file. Okay, so library management, perfectly fine. Now what information you want to do in library management? We don't have add user, right? So what is their history? Let me go to history method. Okay, so let's go here, and instead of add user, type history. Now in history we have library.json, right? So let me write it, library.json. Okay, sorry, library.json. This is what it is. Now it is perfectly fine. Now it is pointing to this folder, and then it is pointing to this file, and inside this file it is pointing to history. Okay, so it is pointing to history, and let me check the author name, and the output should come as Bhadoria. Okay, so let me print the author and check. Okay, perfectly fine. See, Bhadoria came, right? So now it started pointing here. So now we have nothing hard coded over here. Now it is fully generic method, right? So just you need to, if anybody want to read, you just need to write like this, and these information they will provide, and it will read that JSON. Okay, it will read that JSON, and inside that which and all variable they want to read, they can use it. So this is what fully generic class. Okay, so one class we did it. Okay, now we can make one more, like read properties file. Okay, so to read properties file, what method we have written here? We have written, right? Copy it and paste it. Let me save it. Okay, so this properties we need to import java.util. Perfectly fine. File input is okay. Put output exception. Okay, now, so now to read this property file, user need to provide the file name. Okay, what file name they want to read, and from which location. So here what we have this file name dot properties file, and this file name we need to provide, and where it is pointing, it is also pointing inside resources folder. So inside resources, it is not navigating to any other folder. It is directly telling I want to read it, this config file. Okay, so this file name we will provide, it will read that. Okay, so let me call this one and show you. Okay, so now we are done with this. Okay, so generic helper method we need. Okay, let me delete this. Okay, now helper dot not read, helper dot, what was that other method? Properties file, right? Load property file. This is what the name is. Okay, so what property file you want to read? This config. And see, you can see like dot properties we have already parameterized inside this. Okay, see, dot properties we have already parameterized. So whatever file name you will provide here, no, it will append accordingly. Okay, it will just append automatically this. So here what is this config? Just we need to write config. Okay, so just reiterate config. Okay, perfectly fine. Now it what it will do, it will return properties object, right? Oh, properties be equal to this. Okay, let me import this properties. Okay, okay, now we are done, and throw output exception. Perfectly fine. Now let me read it. Okay, so so which property you want to read? prop dot get property name. Just you need to provide the property. Let's see what and all property names are there. Only one is there, base URL. Okay, so just we can provide here base URL, and let me run. I'm expecting some exception. Let's see. Okay, it is not coming. Okay, it is good. So see, this is what, oh, this is what the value is provided over here, right? Base URL. So that is what it is reading. Okay, okay. Hold on for a second, guys. Hmm. Yeah, sorry for that. Okay, so now we are able to this read URL. So now what we did in this class, we created generic class. Okay, generic helper class. Inside that we created two methods. Okay, read JSON file and load properties file, and we generalize it in such a way that that whatever application, if anybody else will also be try to use our application, they can create their own folder and they can provide their own test data to read those. Just they need to provide these two three details. Okay, so whatever details they will provide, accordingly it will read that. Okay, and to read properties file, just they need to provide the properties here only. Inside this resource folder they need to provide, and and whatever properties file they'll provide, whatever you want to read, just they will provide the name over here, and they can read the properties defined inside that. Okay, so that's it for this video, guys. See you in next video. Bye bye.